Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our evening connection. We have a special event happening now, which is two in the same time. Chanukah, which we spoke about few of these gifts in the previous class. And now we're entering to what we call the new moon of Tevet, the new moon of Capricorn, that falls 3 days before the final days, 3 days before the end of Chanukah, right? So it's always going to fall in that day, every year, right? That's where the new moon is going to fall, the new moon of the month of Capricorn. We know that the new moon of Capricorn, ruled by the planet Saturn, right? Shabtai, Saturn, which have a very negative connotation, a very negative energy within it. And if you look at it historically, we know in that month, right, we have the what we call the siege over Jerusalem. And they say because of that time, it's a negative month. Now again, we're speaking about it all the time in the Kabbalist, and I share with you many times, we're not celebrating or commemorate any physical event, and therefore the whole idea of miracles or destruction is based on what appear in that month. No, absolutely the other way around. Because that month have within it either the strength for miracles or for destruction, it depends where the mindset of the individual, they will connect to this or that. And that's what we're sharing. It's not simply astrology or astronomy or my horoscope. Nothing to do with that. It's to know how to gain control over over the darkness in this world. That's what it is. Every month has its own influence. And when you know, okay, because most of us, sometimes we have too much information that gets us very confused. As opposed to have simple and direct and right information about what I really need right now in my life. Most of us are being busy with facts that have no effect in our life today, have no desire right now for them. We need to know what's available, and we need to know and to be aware of the negative that wants to enter this world and insert himself into your consciousness, into your heart, and disrupt every connection that you have. In this month, called the month of Tevet, reminding you, we're not celebrating any effect. We're connecting to the cause. What is the cause? In this month, and we know each month have its own unique energy and power. This month of Tevet, the month of Capricorn, represent the birth of the energy called anger. Anger, kas, anger. Anger is a certain entity that is being used by any individual in this world. Every person in this world, if you're alive, you might have a certain level of anger. No, there's no one free of anger. The question is, how do we use it? Are we going to be influenced by that anger? And by the way, also in this month, like many, like all of them, each certain energy resides within a physical organ, internal, external, right? But physical organ of the body. We know that anger resides within the liver. Now, if you think about it, anger and liver, right? Why they are so connected? Obviously, there's a lot of heated energy in the liver, right? There's a lot of fire sometimes there. You know, we know in order to cleanse the blood is not an easy thing. You know, it says there's a verse that speaks about Ezehu Gibor Hakovesh et Yitzro. For those of us who are on a spiritual path, or even further down the road, you know, from a beginner, know that we have different inclinations. We have the good inclination a desire who wants to provide goodness, influence to this world, and evil inclination. Not that we are evil, but we have an evil inclination that make and gives us and suggests, right? Is an auto suggest, completely opposite from light, completely opposite from goodness, completely opposite from the collective good. Only me, right? We know that when you're dealing, and if you're spiritual enough to know that there is an internal war that's happening, it says, as you gibor, you need to have heroic energy to conquer your evil inclination. You need to be a hero. You need to be brave. Gibor, you have to use gvura, you have to use bravery. We call it sometimes judgment, in order to conquer your evil inclination. Only with the power of gvura, only the power of bravery, you can defeat, or at least control, your evil inclination. You can't be nice or generous with your evil inclination. You can try with kindness, with love. Eventually, the evil inclination have one source, is to eliminate all wisdom, all power from this world, and to completely rule the world with darkness. Remind you, there is an internal war that we need to be able to have the upper hand. You can't be nice to it. You can't be too generous with that. You can't give it so many benefit of the doubt. You need to have bravery. You need to have almost like anger to defeat that. We learned that from Moses in the Torah. It says, when Moses was born, he was put in a like a crib or a little bed, and he was hidden for 3 months. It says, "Vatatzpineu shlosha yerachim," and she hid him for 3 months. And we know that the Zohar speaks about that the 3 months that we're talking about, to be hide, which means to be aware and to be, not hiding but take cover. It's the month of Tammuz, Av, and Tevet, which is Cancer, Leo, and Capricorn. Why this month? Of course, we know in different times we're speaking about different energy, but if you can look at this month, there's always something negative happening in this month. And therefore they said these are the negative months. We know each one of them is another energy force that I need to use the influence to conquer my evil inclination. But if a person doesn't, he might use his evil inclination to spread evil and negativity in the world. And that's what we want to prevent. So we know, even though negative situations happen in those months, it's because majority of the people didn't know how to take possession over that energy. And that's why Kabbalah is so important in our time, that each one of us will gain access to the knowledge that needed for us to conquer our evil inclination. We know that these are the times, and at least in this month, the month of Capricorn, this year, this time, we want to destroy the kingdom of evil in this world. There's a kingdom. We go straight to the kingdom of them, right? We know that in the month of every month, there's 2 letters that are controlling the seed level of each one of them. For now, Capricorn or Tevet, ruled by the letter Ein, and the Saturn, the DNA of the planet Saturn, is represented by the letter Bet. Together, we get Ein Bet, which is numerical value Chesed, which is mercy. The ultimate mercy, that's what we call the 72 names of God, is Ein and Bet. that are appearing in this month, right now, in this evening, this evening, that energy is been elevated to what we call the ultimate chesed, ultimate sharing, ultimate gift. This is this month. But what? You tell me that this month is very negative. No. This month is like almost you going to be outside in the sun or in the cold without jacket. Cold is not bad. It's just you need to make sure you protect yourself. Same thing. Staying in the sun doesn't mean the sun is bad. It's just there's no protection. You need to put protection. And that's what this month is about. And this, the power of Chesed, the power of the 72 names, the power of what available this month is almost like the mercy is covered with so much negativity. And our job is to extract it. Right? How do we do that? And what is really happening cosmically for us to do it? Remind you, it might be, let's say you take a package, and in the package there is like gold coins, right? And you hold the package. Wow, what a nice package. What are you talking about? I don't want the package, right? I want what's inside. And that needs to open the package. And that's this month. Cosmically, historically, physically, that month can be very heavy. Capricorn people, right, can be very heavy sometimes. But on the other hand, they are super light. It can be very much divine inspiration all day long. They are the ultimate prophet can be, right? But if you don't know how to use these gifts, it's been used against you. And that is what Kabbalah is about. So Capricorn, Tevet, the month of Tevet, it's the month of Capricorn. The next month is Shvat. Now, for those of you, again, maybe it's a bit advanced, but if you pay attention, Tevet, which starts with the letter Tet, Tet is a secret. The letter Tet is the 9th letter in the spectrum of the 22 letters that represent Tuvei Ganuz Begavei. That the Tet, inside the Tet, represent that there is secrets inside of it. Right in the beginning of this month. Because if you look at it, the month of Capricorn is the seed level of Capricorn. Where does it planted? In the middle of the time of Chanukah. To indicate that there's a huge secret of how to control this energy that wants to disrupt the world, and also to control the energy of miracles. And if you take the next month, Shvat, also the end of the word Shvat end up with the letter Tet. Right? Here you receive it in the beginning. Next month you do the work, you get the benefit in the end. Right here, it's again just to see it. They even call it that these 2 months are the eyes of the queen, right? So, long story short, it's very long. It can be very long. I want to make it connected for us. Liver, anger. What's anger? Why do we need that energy of anger? How come the creator of this world created the level of anger? Like we spoke about the eyes, right? I said the eyes of the queen. You can be good eye, looking at the good, or eyes that can look at the bad. Same eyes. It's not like you're switching eyes. With the right, you're looking at the right, and with the left. No, you look with both. So let's understand what it means, how it works. We learn Kabbalistically, there is what we call the right column and left column. The right side and the left side. Nothing is bad or nothing is good or something is better than the other. No, it has to be like the plus and minus in the electricity, right? We know that right column energy is energy of sharing, energy of goodness, energy of giving, energy of kindness. But we see that even in the right column, even when we share, there might be an element of receiving in the sharing, or sharing to manipulate someone, or giving to control someone, right? So it's not always sharing only to influence goodness. It's also contaminate with a little bit of insecurity, me consciousness. So we find that also in the sharing, it might be used as negative, right? Or somebody share with their ego, right? It might be sharing, giving, helping, but it's not yet the ultimate giving. You take the left column, what we call the desire to receive, what we call judgment, gvura. We can use it as awaken a greater and greater desire. I want more, stronger, right? Why do I need the left column? Why do I need gvura? Why do I need to be brave, to receive bravery? Because you need that strength to be brave enough to overcome difficulty, to really fight. And that is in the left column. That is what we call in Kabbalah left column energy, which is the desire to overcome, the desire to, to earn, the desire to fight. But it might be different. It might be that the desire that I have, or gvura, or bravery, will be to fight with others. I'll show them. I don't want, to invite them. Right? Whatever it is, to destroy, להשמיד, להרוס, right? To destroy, to eliminate. The same energy, right? Might be used to overcome challenges, overcome the evil inclination, but many people use it to anger and judgment and destroy, eliminate, separating. That's the left column. The Kabbalists explain there are two ideas over here. There's two inyanim, two separate ideas, but they are connected. You can use anger, or roges, anger, or irritated, or frustrated, right? Anger, they have different levels, right? Sore, right? Whatever, sour. So being angry with people, being angry with the world, being angry with anyone who doesn't give me what I want, being angry, using anger to rule people, bring anger to frighten people, right? Because anger and fear are the same left column energy, right? Or somebody did treat me right, I'm using anger to show them, right? Somebody didn't obey me, I'm using anger, right? Anger has been used to get what you want or to push away what you don't want. That's what people use anger for. But there's another level of anger, and that is the point of this month. To be angry uses the right side of left column against the evil inclination. I want to be angry with my evil inclination. It's like when you have an employee, right, that work for you, and they know you are angry with them, right? So they worry, right? Doesn't mean that they run away. Hopefully not. But when there is somebody that is angry with you, you want to appease them or find a way what's going on. Your evil inclination doesn't know, right? Or you don't know that your evil inclination putting fear, the spin of fear, over you. But you need to make sure that you spin the fear on your evil inclination. Awaken anger in this month to your evil inclination. He should be afraid attacking you. He should be afraid insert himself to you. How dare you bothering me? You need to be awakened that energy. That's why this month was born. Okay, now some of us, it's very hard for us to understand that the energy that has been awakened in this month is specifically to be angry with the kingdom of evil and darkness in this world. Not, now again, who is this? Us. So I need to be angry with myself? No. Again, you have evil inclination. You have to separate. It's not you. Right? You need to understand that as soon as your evil inclination starts bothering you and inserting fear, I will tell him, be careful this month. Be careful for me. I dare you. Right? Don't get close to me. With almost like anger against your evil inclination. And it says that this is an important gift that you received this month. An important gift. Again, even if we just got that. The planting of the seed of this month tonight, it's the time of Chanukah. There is a tremendous amount of power that available in Chanukah. We learn that, I shared it many times, shared it earlier in different classes, but there's a phenomena when a planet, or in astrophysics, right, or a scientist that research a certain planet or a certain star, they see the light of that star shining, and they research, right, that light or whatever it is, the location and distance and influence and so forth. But they're telling you, it might be that the star or planet, right, when we're researching, is already far gone. Way long ago it was exploded. So how is it shining? This is the same idea. The light of Chanukah is shining right now, tremendously light of Chanukah. Tonight, the month of Capricorn, Saturn, shine tremendously, but where? Maybe it's not there. Maybe Chanukah happened in the past. How is it possible? That's the phenomenon. Once light is awakened, once something was awakened before, that light still shining even if it's not there. People, my teacher that left the world is still here with me. What do you mean? But he's not here physically years ago. No. The Torah, the Kabbalah, the Zohar is still shining all the time. Right now. But for those of us who are so dense and so disconnected from the spiritual world and don't know about it, yes, we get influenced by Capricorn, by Saturn, and destroy our relationship, destroy people, right? Shabtai, to destroy. I recommend, like every month, like every spiritual, occasion that comes into our movie, take advantage. Otherwise, it's taking advantage over you to insert more darkness and evil into this world. So again, this month starts in the day of Chanukah. And Chanukah known to be a tremendous, miraculous time to inject into our system. So, combined with that, not coincidental, in the portion of this week, it's called portion Vayigash. We know the story with the brothers. Joseph, he's in Egypt. He became the ruler. And he playing tricks with his brother. They came because there was famine, and they came to break bread. And as they came to break bread, they don't know that this is their brother who far gone years before. Long story short, now, today, this week, the king, Joseph, giving them such a hard time that they don't even know what's going on. And in this week, it says, Vayigash elav Yehuda, and Yehuda, his brother, approached the king. That's the whole situation. And again, from then on, everything was completely different relationship. But up until Yehuda approached the king, now there's a code. What is the code? Yosef Now again, I don't have time to explain all of it, but just to connect to that point. Again, this week has to fall all the time. Chanukah, it falls all the time in this time, the period of time. Why? Because it also gives us the support and the hint of what type of energy we need to awaken. And Yehuda approached Yosef. Now again, he doesn't say Yosef, Joseph. He says Elav, to him. Who is him? Now again, the corruption of the translation that people never ask. It's all codes. Vaigash Elav Yehuda. Elav, who is Elav? Elav is him. And he approached, and Yehuda approached him. Who is him? Yeah, we all know we're talking about the king. But why don't you say to Yosef, to Joseph? The code is Joseph represents the spiritual dimension. And it's to him. What does it mean, him? It's not yet known until Yehuda, which represents the world below, called the world of Malchut. Joseph represents Zir and Pin, represent the 99%. Yehuda represents the 1%. It's an interaction of when Yehuda approach the upper world. Now it's not that Yosef is higher, Yehuda is lower. It's a certain type of energy that's available in this week. So reminding you again, when Yehuda, when us represent Yehuda, represent the kingdom, the what we call the physical world, when we approach, when we wake up, when we do Vaigash, when we do and we're approaching, we're not waiting, we're going for it. If something is disrupted in your life, and you say, okay, it's in my, okay, I need to go through that. No. We don't accept no for an answer. The only no we give is to our evil inclination. No, you're not ruling me. No, I'm not inserting my ego over there. No, I'm not taking for myself alone. Yes. Any other thing? No. I'm not waiting. Let's wait for Messiah. Let's wait for immortality. Let's wait until the world will destroy, Chas v'shalom, and then everybody will wake up. No. Let's wait for another October 7th to steer this world in a crazy way. Let's wait for another rebellion in Syria or in Sudan or in Yemen or Russia. Who cares? You want to wait for more? We have to say no to Malchut Haresha, to the kingdom of evil that we keep putting fear into this world. Unknown reality in this world. As soon as we do Vaigash, today, each one of us, this week, as many as time to awaken ourselves, of course, to the war, to be angry with our negative side. Not with ourselves. You are not the evil. But when you allow your evil inclination to rule you or to inject the negativity there, that is your fault. That is your responsibility. Reminding you, anger is a complete destruction to your even physical body. You want to use the positive element of that and use it to the right direction. This week, awaken yourself to the war, Vaigash. And then I'm approaching, because we learn Vaigash and Vayasig is the same letters in flip the letter, the order of the letter. And Yasig, it means in achieving. In order to achieve a control over your negative side, you need to wake up the war. Instead of waiting and the negative side inserting fear or worries that freezes the individual, that makes him angry with the people around. You receive immediate forces to control the evil inclination, and the idea is, as soon as you wage a war against your evil inclination with the power of this month, he already lost. He already surrendered. That's what we don't know. As soon as you frighten your fear is eliminated. As soon as you use the energy of bravery against your evil inclination, that's why Yivgash Yehuda, and now I'm controlling this physical world. And therefore, it's an awakening for all of us to understand what Yehuda did. Yehuda, in the physical story, it seems like unknown. What is that king want from us? Why is he playing tricks on us? Why is blaming us on stuff like that? And he says, no. He wake up and says, I'm not accepting the situation this way. I'm going to the king right away. And in that immediate moment, Joseph was revealed to him. And that is the gift that we have. It's simple consciousness and, of course, strength that we receive cosmically. So, with that saying, reminding you, we are in the end of the 2024. 2025, many people making decisions. But remember, your evil inclination already know which decision you're going to make, and you already know how to defeat you, because January 2nd, you already all your goals are gone, and you're going to start to get angry on yourself. Well, you cannot start. So I'm going to start in the fall or whatever, in the in the spring. That's what we call it. So please be attentive to what we're sharing over here. Be aware of with the gift that you want to awaken, and definitely start activating this month and this week as well. Have a great rest of the holidays. Have a beautiful year to start, and I'll see you next year. Thanks so much.